me a lot of profit, higher revenue. I think the revenue has doubled this year, which is massive. I don't know what it is now, but I paid probably about £1,000 at the time to do this. My profit this year and my revenue, it's a return of investment. So I'm Sarah Abel. I've got a training business which delivers government funded training in hair, beauty, nail services. So everything from apprenticeships, traineeships, adult education budget now, and just like local council money, but also some private courses to salon owners. So that's what I do. I think I'd worked on my business the year before I came on Biz on Fire, and I quite like Gemma's ethos of some of the things that she teaches, as in the 6 pillars. And I thought if I was to drill down on those 6 pillars, I could make little minor changes in my business which will hopefully drive my revenue and my profits. And because of the type of business I'm in, it's one of those businesses that I get paid. There was a peak and trough effect. So like early part of the year we would make really good profits. Then probably about June, July and August it would either drop into a negative. So a lot of my profit was being wiped out by those 3 months, and I needed to change something within the business, but I wasn't sure how to do it. One of the main things that I learned was on the marketing day, where I learned to really analyse the leads that were coming in and what was actually becoming qualified sales leads and what we were actually turning into sales. That saved us a lot of money because we were putting money quite a lot into one particular marketing area, which we weren't really getting the return back from what we were on the other ones. So that was one of the main things. The second thing is to really know your numbers inside out, because once you know what your numbers are and you can really analyse what your numbers are, you can make decisions on what you need to push the following month. So for instance, an example could be, I can see 2 months ahead of me where there's likely to be a dip. So what do we need to do to be able to push that up? And also the systems and processes that, although I had systems and processes already in, how I could make marginal gains, as in automisation, more productivity, looking at what works and what doesn't work, and those tiny little marginal things I did within the business gave me a lot of profit, higher revenue. I think the revenue has doubled this year, which is massive. And I've just been talking to Gemma because I've just had my last thing, and I can analyse what I've got in the next 3 months and already have things in place to replace that dip. So like breaking even on each month, rather than where we were having those massive losses. I'm not having them this year. That's really exciting for me. The price of the mentorship is, like, if you think about that, I think I paid, I don't know what it is now, but I paid probably about £6,000 at the time to do this. I've made my profit this year and my revenue, it's a return of investment. So I think what you've got to do though, if you're going to do this, because a lot of people said to me, I've been in business 20 years, and a lot of people said, why are you doing it? And I just said, I need to make those little tiny gains in my business, and every time I learn something new or a new way of doing something, and that makes a lot of difference in how I run my business, and that's made it easier in my business. So I haven't got that worry all the time, that stress, anxiety and stuff. The mindset type of side of it as well is really important, because it helps you to keep your head in the right place. Do you know what I mean? As in, you're not. And also we had the power hour? Yeah. The network, which I've seen grow massively this year. So there's more people within that network. So you get a lot of value from that as well, because you'll put things out there, and rather than you having to think about it, there's several people in that room that maybe have different angles on it, and it doesn't matter whether they're starting up in business or they're somebody that have been in business a long time. They have different, they'll go, oh, what about this, which you might not have thought of, and vice versa, and that really helps you.